Onegaishimasu. Okay, today is August 25th. Today we are going to concentrate on basics, primarily from ryotetori attack. So two hands grabbing two hands. We'll work on some ukemi, and about two, I'm hoping to get through 3 techniques tonight. Okay, so let's get up and warm up. First things first, head up and down. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, here's your shoulder. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, arms going forward. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Backwards. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Across. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Diagonals. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, twisting at the waist. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, right arm up. Stretching to your left. Up. Left hand up. Stretch it to your right. Up. Right hand up. Stretch to your left. Up. Left hand up. Stretch to your right. Okay, hands in the middle, behind, up, stretch back, forward, to the middle, behind, up, stretch back, forward, to the middle, behind, up, stretch. Okay. Down to your right side, left foot as wide as you can make it. Again, if you have to, or if you want to, use your hands to help you balance. Okay, switch over to the other side. Now you're down to your left side. Right foot as flat as possible. Okay, switch it back over now. Onto your left heel. Have your left toes up. If you want a little bit more stretch, put your left hand behind your left foot and then reach with that right hand over to those left toes. Okay, switch it over. Same thing with the right toes up. On your right heel. Okay, you want a little more stretch, put that right hand behind that right leg and reach that left hand out towards those right toes. Okay. And come up, feet together, bend those knees, rotate them counterclockwise or going from your right side to your left side, and ichi, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Now right to left, ichi, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay. So, straighten out the legs, feet together, bend at the waist, just try to touch the ground. Try to keep those legs long and strong. Try not to bend the knees, and just hang there. Okay, now bend those knees, keep those feet flat on the ground. Bring those shoulders back. Try to sit like you didn't sit in a chair almost. Okay, straighten out the knees, bending at the waist. Bend those knees again. Keep those feet flat as you can. Bring that head up. Keep those shoulders back, hips down, and straighten out the knees, bend at the waist. And last one, bend those knees. You want to kind of extend those hands out, just so you can kind of try to help yourself balance. And each knee, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, ku, ju, ju-i, ju-ni, ju-san, ju-yan, ju-go, ju-ro, ju-shichi, ju-hachi, ju-ku, ni-ju. Okay, straighten up those knees and down into seizawas. For me. Okay, the Glutathione wrist stretches. So, try to keep your shoulders down, try to keep those elbows down. We'll start with Ikkyo first. So, right hand on top of left. Bring it right up your center, keeping everything down. And ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Other hand, ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Nikkyo, left pinky up, right thumb on top. Again, keep those shoulders down, keep those elbows down, and bring that left pinky back and into your face. And ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Switch it, other hand, same thing. Now make sure that palm is flat on the back of that hand, and then you're using that palm to help bring it back to you. And ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Sankyo, left palm faces out, right palm on top of the pinky side, and you're just going to rotate it out. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Same thing other hand. And twist out. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Kotegaeshi, left palm faces you. Right palm, that palm is flat on the back of the hand. And bring those fingers around and twist out. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Same thing with the other hand. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, shake those wrists out a little bit. Shake them up a little bit. Okay, hand down. Okay. Left hand back. As that right hand comes up, bring those hips up. And then come back down to that left elbow and reach that right hand across. And up. Now reverse it, right hand back, left hand up, bring those hips up. And then coming down to that right elbow and reach that left hand across. Up. Okay. Do both hands back. If you can do both hands, try to do both elbows. You can do both elbows, try to sit all the way back. And up. Okay, since we're in this position, let's go ahead and work on ukemi, ushiro or back ukemi. So, we have our left knee up, right knee down. Try to keep your hands, again, inside your shoulders or inside your knees. When you go back, don't let the arms flail, keep them right in front of you. And then from here, make sure you tuck that chin in. And so you can kind of see, as I'm here, I'm on my right butt cheek. I tuck my chin, I go from my right to my left, and now my right knee is up. And then I reverse, tucking that chin so the head doesn't hit. Okay, let's try to do 10 of these together. And ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. And then from here, let's go ahead. And spread the legs apart. Okay. Both hands to your right side, please. Just reach out for it. Hand up. Now, both to your left. Up. And then reach them to the middle as best you can. And, okay. Again, since we're here, we have the legs apart. Ushido yoko kaiten, or backwards side fall. So you're here, legs are apart. You're going to go down to your left side, take that right hand, bring it all the way over, and then let your left foot come down. You should be facing opposite where you started. So I started facing towards the camera, now I'm looking at the camera. Sorry, you guys see them up. So from here, if I reverse it, I go my right side down, I look at the camera, I bring my left side over, right side down, I'm facing the way the camera is, you can see the bald spot. Okay? So let's try that together. So we're here, we bring our left side down, we bring our right side all the way over, and then our left foot comes down, and I should be facing the opposite way in which I started. Now, we reverse it, so we go right side down, left side comes completely over, right foot comes down, I'm looking back the way I started. And again, left side goes down, right side goes over, left side goes down. Good. Reverse, right side goes down, left side goes over, right foot goes down. Good. Let's do this a couple more times. Left side down, right side over, left side down. Okay, and reverse, right side down, left side over, right side down, and last two, left side down, right side over, left side down, and reverse, right side down, left side down, right side down. Okay. So we've done a variant of back. Now let's do front. So from here, getting into Seiza again. Best way to think about it is I have my right side slightly in front of my left side, and then I put my hands down basically right where they are. Now from here, I draw that right hand through this little hole that I made with my left arm, left leg. I put my right shoulder on the ground, I kick my left leg out, and I'm tucking my chin, so I look through that hole, and then I go from that lead shoulder to the back hip. Now from here, when we do the other side, it's the exact same thing, just in reverse. You notice I have my left side slightly bladed or pointed that way. I'm not looking at it, slightly bladed. Put my hands down, my left hand's in front, goes between the right arm, right leg. I kick that right leg back. I tuck my chin again. I'm on that left shoulder, all the way to the right hip, and I'm back up. Okay? So, let's go ahead and try that quickly. So we're here. So we put the hands down, draw the hand through, shoulder on the mat, and roll forward. Okay. Now look back at the way you came. Now reverse it. So put the hands down, draw that front hand all the way through, put that shoulder down, and roll. Yep. There you go. Draw the head all the way through, arm all the way through. Yep. There you go. Draw the head. Yep.
If you're trying to go on this diagonal, you have to go with the other arm. Nope, with the other one, bring your hand from, not put your shoulder down. And you're going to come toward you.
Which leg goes down?
The left one goes kicks up over your head.
Yep, there you go. Yep, that's it.
That looks really good.
Good. Okay, now hands come down. Draw that lead hand all the way through, kicking the opposite leg back. Yep. Just like that. And over. Good. And again. Go down. Hands go down. Draw that hand all the way through. Now, the way to know which leg to kick back is whichever hand I still have down, it makes a circle, that leg goes down, that leg kicks out. And over. And let's try 2 more. Hands down, shoulder down, and roll. And 1 more. Hands down. Draw that hand through, shoulder down, and roll. And stand up. Okay. So, we're going to concentrate on 3 kaisabaki, or 3 body movements for today's class. And what we're going to be doing today. First one will be front foot, pardon me. First one will be tenkan. So basic tenkan, the way I learned it is, my left foot is forward facing you. I pivot, I draw my right foot back. My left foot is still forward, but now I'm just facing the opposite way. So if we do it on the 90s, I'm here, left foot's facing that way, I pivot, and then I draw that right foot back. My left foot is still in front. So for me, that's a basic tenkan, okay? So I'm here, starting left or hidari hamni. So let's go ahead and we'll all do it facing the same way. So I'm here, left or hidari hamni. So I pivot, draw that right foot back. Each, yep. Pivot, draw that right foot back. Knee. Pivot, draw back. San. Pivot, draw back. Shi. Go. Ro. Shichi. Hachi. Hu. Ju. Okay. Now switching migi hami or right hami. So the exact same thing, we're just going to turn to the opposite side. One way you're trying to figure out which way do I turn towards your belly side. So if you notice, I pivot towards my belly side, then I draw that foot back. I'm always pivoting towards my belly side. Okay? So I'm here, facing to the front, right or migi hami. So from here, I pivot, draw that left foot back. Each. Pivot, draw the left foot back. Knee. Pivot, draw the left foot back. San. Pivot, draw the left foot back. Shi. Go. Ro. Shichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Okay. So for me, that is a basic tenkan. I keep the same hami no matter which way. I keep the same hami, I just turn and face different directions. Next, irimi tenkan, or moving in tenkan. So as I'm here, I start left or hidari hami, facing that way. I step with my right foot. I pivot. Now I draw my left foot back. Now I'm facing with my right foot in the opposite direction. So this one, your feet will change each time, but they should be consistent. Every time I step, I'm with my right foot, I should be looking that way. Every time I do it with my left foot, I should be looking that way. So as I'm here, I step, pivot, draw back. Yep, I'm facing with my left foot that way. Step, pivot, draw back, right foot's facing that way. Okay, so together, starting left or hidari hami. So step, pivot, draw the foot back, each. Step, pivot, draw the foot back, knee. Step, pivot, draw back, san. Step, pivot, shi. Go. Rope. Shi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Okay. Last, for the ukemi that we'll be using tonight, front foot tenshin. So my front foot is here, left. So I look to my left, hands come up. I draw that left foot back and cut down. at a slight angle, again, about 45, okay? I don't want to tension and go straight back because my partner can move faster forward than I can backwards. I'm just not that fast. So I'm here, left hidari hami. I look to my left, my hands come up against in front of my shoulders. I draw that left foot back, each. Recenter. Look to my left, draw back, knee. Look, san. Shi. Go. Rope. Shiki. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Okay, so now right or migi hami, the same thing except to the other side. So I look to my right because my right foot's in front. I draw that foot back, hands come down. Okay? So we're here, we look to our right, our hands come up, we draw that right foot back, hand down, each. We look to our right, hands up, draw that foot back, knee. Look, draw, san. Shi. Go. Rope. Shichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Okay, so if I planned everything somewhat correctly, that's the only three pieces of footwork or body work that you should have to do for tonight's class. Okay? So, ryotetori, 2 hands, grabbing 2 hands. Usual technique that we'll do here is tenchinage, heaven and earth throw. One hand's down, one hand's up, and you're throwing through. So, as my partner's holding my hands here in front of me, well, I can't necessarily just walk straight into them because, you know, they're right in front of me. That's not cool. So, somehow, some way, I've got to get to the side of my partner. As I get to the side, I start to bring the hands up. So there's that little bit of rotation here at the same time. Now my partner is right here in front of me, and then I step through to throw. Okay? So, if you want to think of this as a somewhat martial aspect, as I get off the side, this front hand should be essentially almost going right through their face, right through their throat. Okay? So they want to keep a hold of it. And then from there, you just really step through and go behind them. We'll do the ukemi in a second. But, caveat, there's 2 ways to start. The basic way that we mostly show here is I'm here, I come off to the line, one hand down, one hand up, lead hand goes down, back hand goes up, and then we step through. Second way, the way I prefer to do it, but I won't do it tonight, is I slide next to my partner, keep my hands in front of me, open up, and then step through. But that's a personal preference. Tonight we will do the first one, because that's the one you'll probably see the most often. Except if you go to certain seminars. So we're here, left or hidari kami. Hands are in front of us. Again, 2 hands grabbing 2 hands, so we really can't push. So we take our front foot and we slide off the line. We kind of bisect them. Left hand's down, right hand's up. Now from here, we step behind our partner to throw. Tenchinage. Okay? Right or migi hami. Hands are in front of us. Now, that front foot slides off the line. It slides off the line. We're right here. Our partner should be right in front of us. We should be bisecting our partner. And then we step with our left foot behind our partner to throw. Okay? Now facing at the camera. So as I'm here, you're holding both my hands are in front of me. As my hands are in front of me and I slide that front foot, I get off the line as I do it. Okay? Now from here, you just take one big step with that back foot to throw. And you can also think of pouring water or whatever with that back hand to go across their neck. So we're here, right, or migi-hami, they're holding on. We slide off the line to begin with. Front hand down, back hand up. And then we step through to throw. Okay? So, 4 more. Here it's on the 90s. So I'm here, left or hidari-hami. I slide off the line. As I slide off the line, one hand down, one hand up, keeping it in front of my shoulders. Now I step through to throw. Okay, try to make sure that when you're throwing, that you're always trying to throw in front of your own shoulders. Try not to wing an arm out, so they're always in front of you. So we're here, right or migi-hami. So we slide forward, off the line, one hand down, one hand up. Now from here, we step forward. As we step forward, we keep that structure. So that hand should be right in line with our shoulder. Okay, good. So left or hidari-hami. Here. We slide off the line. As we slide off that line, again, hands stay in front of our shoulders. And then from here, we step forward with that right foot and throw. Last one. Here, right or migi-hami. Holding on. We slide with that right foot off the line. Yep, you're good. Okay, try to keep it in front of the shoulder. There you go. Now from here, step forward. As you step forward, throw down. Okay. So we're going to do the ukemi just 4 times, just to get a feel for, as you're having the technique done to you, what should your reaction be, or if it's being done somewhat correctly. So together. So I'm going to face the way the camera's facing. So I'm here, left foot forward, grabbing ryotetori. So as I'm here, my left hand should go down, back behind me a little bit. My right hand should kind of come up, protecting my face. And if you notice, I should be leaning back a little bit. Okay, now at this point, my partner, at least the way I like to throw, steps behind my feet. As they step behind, I can then just move back and take a nice little back forward uchi-ukemi. Okay? So, as I'm looking at the camera, I'm now here, right or migi-hami, holding on, ryotetori. Okay, now from here, that front hand goes down. Now, if they go straight forward, boom, they should be, because you've got good structure, they should just hit right back into you. So that hand should go off to the side a little bit. Now this backhand should be coming up. And if you notice, my shoulders aren't staying over my hips. They're coming off my hips. This front hand goes down. Now again, my partner, at least the way I like to throw, will actually move behind me. As they move behind me, then bam, I take the appropriate ukemi. So as I'm here, left or hidari-hami, so I'm on the 90s, I'm grabbing on. Okay? Now, as I'm grabbing on, my partner's got to get to my left side. Okay? As they do, they take that hand with them. Now this other hand is going to come up. Again, I like the idea of you're going towards their face. So they want to hold it and say, no, don't hit me in the face. Don't do it, Tim. Don't do it. Okay. Shoulders are off the hips. Hands back behind. And then through. Okay, last one for the ukemi. Just again, just so we get a feel of what it should feel like when it's being done to you. So you know kind of what you should be feeling. If you're not feeling it, that's where you can talk with your partner. Go, hey, you don't quite have my balance. So as I'm here, right or migi-hami, I'm holding on. Now from here, that front hand, my right hand, goes down and away from, not in front of my leg, but to the outside of my leg. My left hand comes up, like it's coming up towards my face. I'm going to move my body back. Right hand still continues to go back. And then they step through and throw. Okay. So that was ryotetori, tenchinage, omote. We stay to the front of the body. Next would be ura. I'm going to do the basic ura. So as I'm here, they're holding me. I slide, again, off the line. Tenkan. As I tenkan, I do that same tenchinage, that same opening. Front hand down, back hand up. And then I step forward to throw. Okay? One of the big things here is keeping my hands in front of me the whole time. So as I go through here and I do that tenkan, I've got to keep my hands in front of me, especially when I split them apart. Okay? And then step through. I can't count how many times, especially when I was first trying to do this, I would get here, leave my hands there, and then try to drag my partner. Well, that's where their feet are, so I'm trying to drag them over their own, where they're stable. So as I come here, I keep my hands in front of me. Break them apart, or split them apart, and then go through. So let's try this together. Again, we did tenkan earlier, so let's got to do tenkan. So I'm here, left ura-ukemi. They're going on ryotetori. I slide with my left foot off the line, next to them. Now from here, I pivot. As I pivot, I keep my hands in front of me. Now I draw my right foot back. Now from here, I'm going to slide my left foot and then open my hands up. One hand down, one hand up. Good. Now I step with my right to throw. Yep. Good. Now, right or miki-hami, same thing. We're here, they grab a hold of us. We slide next to them. We pivot. As we pivot, those hands stay in front. We draw that left foot back. Now, my right foot slides forward a little bit off the line. Hands up and down, and then step through to throw. Okay, so now that everyone's got that, now we'll go a little bit faster. So I'm here, left ura-ukemi, facing the camera. So I'm here. I tenkan. As I tenkan, I slide, split the arms. So front hands down, back hands up. Good. And then I step forward with my right foot to throw. Good. And again. So here, right ura-ukemi. So from here, I slide next to my partner. Tenkan. Now, I slide with that right foot. That right hand goes down, left hand comes up. And then I step with that left foot behind them to throw them. Okay. 4 more. So left ura-ukemi, I'm here. I slide with that left foot. Tenkan. Now, left foot slides off the line. Left hand goes down, right hand goes up. And then step with that right foot to throw. Okay. Right or miki-hami. So here. Slide next to my partner. Tenkan. Now, slide that right foot. Right hand goes down, left hand goes up. Good. Keeping it, make sure your hands stay kind of in front of your shoulders. And then step with that left hand, or step with that left foot to throw. If you can step with your left hand, you're awesome. I believe in you too. Okay. Left ura-ukemi. So we're here. So we slide next to our partner. Tenkan. We slide that left foot, left hand cuts down, right hand comes up, and then step forward with that right foot to throw. Okay? And don't forget, you're supposed to look menacing underneath the mask after you throw them. Yes, there you go.
You do the step forward on your right hand.
Yeah.
Like myself?
Yes. So right or miki-hami. So we're here. So we slide next to our partner. Tenkan. Slide that right foot as you cut right hand down, left hand up, and then step with that left foot to throw. See, that's how I said foot.
I don't know. It's not natural. Yeah. Backwards. In my head.
Yeah. Well, that's why we're going to work on the ukemi for the second half of it. So, what should happen is, I'm here, I grab my partner. As they do this, they should be bringing me around this way. And as they bring me around this way, my hands come down, and then it's the same fall as last time. Okay? So, I'm going to try to play both parts, not quite simultaneously, but as I'm here, I pivot through and down, and as I'm taking ukemi, I'm here grabbing. They're bringing me around this corner. Then this hand cuts down. This one is being brought up, and then for the throw. Okay? So, let's go ahead and work on the ukemi. Again, just 4 times, just to kind of get that feel for it. But this time, I'm only going to do it facing towards the camera, facing the way the camera is, and then facing back at you. So as I'm here, grabbing with my left hand, look forward, good. Now, my partner comes next to me, so my hands will kind of come in a little bit and off to the side. Now, as they do that tenkan, if they're doing it correctly, my hand should flow to my left side, so I want to bring my left foot over. Now from here, they split them, so my left hand goes down, my right hand is protecting my face, good. Now I can step back with my left foot and take ukemi. Okay, good. So down here, right, or mikihami, grabbing on. As I'm grabbing on, as my partner slides next to me, my hand should be going to my right a little bit. Now, as they do that tenkan, they should be being drawn right, and my foot makes that corner to come over. Now, from here, that right hand goes down, my left hand is coming up. My shoulders, so right here you should have your right foot in front. There you go. Right hand goes down, left hand comes up, and then back to take ukemi. Okay. So now facing back at the camera. So I'm here. I'm going to grab on with my left hand, right hand. Okay. Now from here, as they slide next to me with my left hand, left foot in front, that's going to move a little bit to my left. Now as they do that tenkan, it's going to draw it more to my left. So then I have to make that corner. As I make that corner, my left foot's in front still, my left hand's in front still. My left hand goes down, right hand goes up. Now from here, they step through the throat, so my left foot goes back, and I take appropriate ukemi. Okay. So now I'm here grabbing right hand, right foot in front. So as I'm grabbing, and they come sliding next to me, I should be having everything going a little bit to my right. Yep. Now, as they do that tenkan, it's going to go more to my right. My foot's going to come around the corner, following. So I should have my right hand, right foot in front again. My right hand cuts down. Left hand comes up. My shoulders should be off my hips, and then I step back with my right to take appropriate ukemi. Okay. So, that was ryotetori, tenchinage. That's kind of the bread and butter two-handed grab technique. Next one, shihonage. So I'm here. I'm going to go after the front hand. So as I'm here, I'm going to, again, look towards that hand. Now, if you notice my shoulders and everything move together, I just don't move one hand. I move it together up. Front foot tenshin. Come across. Step, raise, pivot, cut and down. Okay? So, because we're going after the front hand, or the first hand that's grabbing. This one. Okay? So, that's what we're going to be doing. So we're here left, we're hidari hami, here, together. So, they're grabbing both hands, but we're going to concentrate just on that front hand that's grabbed. So from here, I've got to turn everything to look towards that left hand. As I do that, my left hand is just raising up. As it raises up, I step back with that left foot, cut down. As I cut down, my right hand is now my top hand. Good. Now from here, my right foot comes across. My left foot steps as I raise. I pivot, and then cut down, shihonage. Okay, lovely. Everyone, great. So So now right or migi hamni. So I'm here. I look to my right. As I look to my right, my hands come up. I draw that right foot back, cut down. Now my left hand's on top. You okay? Okay. From here, I bring my left foot across. I step with that right foot and raise. I pivot, then I cut down to throw. Good. Okay, now facing back at the camera. So here we are, left or hidari hamni. I look to my left. As I look to my left, my hands come up. I draw that left foot back. The right hand comes on top. So my right hand's on top. I come across, step forward, pivot, cut down to throw. So why are you burying them into the ground?
Social
True.
distance.
So should have kept the social distance. Okay, right or migi hamni. So I'm here. So again, I'm now going to look to my right. As I look to my right, my hands just come up just a little bit. And then I draw that right foot back, put my left hand on top. Now from here, I draw my left hand across. I step with that right foot and raise. I pivot, cut down to throw. Good, okay, 4 more. So here we are, left or hidari hamni on the 90s. So I look to my left, hand raises, left foot comes back, cuts down. Draw across the body. Step with that left foot, raise the sword. Pivot, cut down. Okay, right or migi hamni. Here, look to your right, raise up, draw back, cut down. Draw across as you come with that left foot. Good. Step with that right foot, raise, pivot, cut down. Okay, last 2. So here we are. Left or hidari hamni. Look to the left, the hands come up. Again, keep them in front of the shoulders. Step that left foot back and cut down. Draw across. Step with that left foot, raise. Pivot. Cut down. Okay, last one. Right or migi hamni. So I'm here, holding on. I look to my right, my hands come up. I draw that right foot back, cut down. Draw across to the left. Now step with the right. Raise up. Pivot. Cut down. Okay. So for the ukemi on that one, as I'm holding on here, I should be mirroring what's happening. So I'm here, and as they cut down, I should be sliding and moving in. If you notice, I'm moving at an angle, I'm not moving straight. Then from here, it comes straight up. As it comes straight up, to take good ukemi, or what I consider good ukemi, I keep my ear on my elbow. The moment my ear separates from my elbow, back ends happen to my shoulder and my elbow. So as I'm here, then they throw, and then take appropriate ukemi. You have an idea, or should have a feel, for when this is being done to you, what it should feel like. If at any point in time, so your partner's doing this to you, and you're like, something just doesn't feel right, just say, hey, can we go back a second? You know, so let's try it together. So here, left or hidari hamni. So as this is happening, they're going to raise up. As they raise up, they're moving everything to that left side. Now from here, my left foot and hand are going to shoot across this way. As they shoot across, it should expose my elbow. Now from here, as they step forward, my left foot comes up as my left elbow comes up. Now from here, yep, there you go. My left elbow should be essentially on my ear. And then from here, as they throw, my left foot can go back and take appropriate ukemi. Okay. So now I'm going to face the camera, so now I'm grabbing with my right side on top. Okay? So, as this happens, they're moving it to my right, their left. Now from here, they're going to draw it back that way. So they draw, as they draw, I slide off at that angle with them. Okay, now from here, they're going to step forward. As they step forward, I'm going to slide and move with them. As my hand comes up, again, I want to have my elbow onto my ear. Now from here, my shoulders should be off my hips. And as they throw, I can step back to the right and take appropriate ukemi. So 2 more. So here, left ryotetori, grabbing on. So, as they're doing this, they're looking that way, moving my hands towards that way. Like, oh, that's cool. Now, we do that front foot tenchin. As they do that front foot tenchin, it draws me through them. Now from here, they step and raise up. As they do that, then my left side just slips back and takes appropriate bend. Okay, right or maybe hamini from here. Now from here, they are going to look to that side. Now from here, they're going to draw that foot out. As they draw that foot out, it draws me through to them. Now they step through. As they step through, they raise up the arm. As I raise up the arm, I should have my right foot in front. Good. Now, when I take ukemi, I'm going to move that right foot back and then take appropriate ukemi. Okay. So, that was shihonage omote. Again, everything stayed to the front of the body. We're going to do this simple ura. So as I'm here, I'm going to look to my front hand, slide, cut down. Pivot, draw that foot back up, pivot again, and cut down. We could do it off of the front foot tenchin. I just don't want to make it too complex as for right now. And so we use the same footwork that we did earlier for this one, for the ura. So as you're here, left and ryotetori together. So again, it's off the front hand that I got to go. So I slide off the line, I put my right hand on top. Okay? This I should be able to do because it's in front of me, not in front of them, in front of me. Now from here, I pivot. As I pivot, I draw that right foot back as I raise my hands up. I pivot back to the front, and then cut down. Good. So now right or mi here. So same thing. So I'm here. I slide next to my partner, putting my left hand on top. I pivot, draw that left foot back as I raise up, pivot back to the front, and cut down. So, left ryotetori facing the camera. As I'm here, I slide off the line, putting my right hand on top. As I put my right hand on top, I put it in front of my center. I pivot. I draw that right foot back, raise my hands up, pivot back to what was my front, and then cut down. Okay? Right or ryotetori. Here, they're grabbing on. So they grab on. I slide next to my partner, left hand on top. Again, I can't leave the hand out there. It's got to stay in front of me. I pivot, draw my left foot back, raise up, pivot back to the front, and then cut down. Okay, left or ryotetori. I'm here. Again, my partner's in front of me. I just can't move and let my hand stay in front of them. Together, we slide off the line, keeping our hands in front of us. Our right hand's on top. We pivot. Draw that right foot back, raise our hands up, pivot back, and then cut down. Okay. Right or ryotetori. Here. I slide that right foot next to my partner, the left hand goes on top, keeping it in front of my shoulders. I pivot, draw that left foot back as I raise up, pivot back, and down. Okay, 2 more. So here we are, left ryotetori. I'm holding on. I slide that foot next to him, put my right hand on top, and pivot. Draw that right foot back as I raise. Pivot again. Cut down. Okay, right or ura-ukemi. Here, grabbed on. I slide that right foot next to them. What I do, I keep my hands in front of me. Left hand's on top. Pivot. Draw the left foot back as I raise up. Pivot back and throw. Okay, so a couple of notes real quick on the ukemi for this one, and especially even for the nage. So I've got two hands on their two hands. One is on each one. Okay? If they just move this one, I'm still holding this one. Okay? So I should be able to help control their body as uke. Alright? They have to move both of them off of this hip a little bit. If they just move it here, it's still in front of me. So as they're doing this here, and they bring it out and around, notice it comes off my hip. If it comes here, well, I've got structure there. So when they're doing this, it should be coming off your hip. And as they turn, they're drawing that arm out. Again, it's coming out here, brings back up. Again, ear. Yeah, that's my ear. That's my elbow. And then taking ukemi. Okay? So just as a note. So let's try to take the ukemi together. So as I'm here, left or hidari hami, I'm grabbed on. As they move next to me, my hand should be coming slightly off of my hip. Now, from here, my left hand gets drawn out. As it gets drawn out, my shoulder should be going with my hip. Now it's getting raised up. As it gets raised up, my elbow should come into my ear, and then I should still have my left foot forward, and then as I throw, I drop that left foot back, and then take appropriate ukemi. So as I'm here, grabbing right or ura-ukemi, same thing. I've grabbed on here. If they're doing this somewhat right, my hand should come off slightly from my hips. And then my right hand comes further out. There you go. Now as it gets raised up, there you go. Yeah, now it comes back behind you. Now as it comes back behind you, my shoulders should be off my hips. And then as they throw, I should just meet up and take appropriate ukemi. So as I'm here, grabbing left or hidari hami, boom, they're in front of me. If they just slide in front of me, my hands should just stay in front of my hips. If they move off to the side, my hands should be moving off to the side with them. Now from here, they're drawing that left hand out. As they draw that left hand out, yeah, it goes further to my left. Now they're raising it up. As they're raising it up, they're bringing it back behind my head. Now I should have my elbow on my ear, and then I move back with that left foot and take appropriate ukemi. Okay, right or ura-ukemi, I'm here, grabbing on. They slide next to me. They're drawing my arm out to the right. Now from here, they're going to raise it up. As they raise it up, they bring that back behind me. Now from here, I step with my right foot and take appropriate ukemi. Okay. Okay, oh, yes, plenty of time. Okay, next one we're going to work on is kaitenage, rotating throw. Specifically, we're going to work on uchi, or inside the body. So as we're here, we're grabbing, we got to position our hips looking to our front side. Now from here, you notice I want to keep this hand down, kind of protect myself from a kick, basically. Keeping it in front, protecting that. As I step, this hand stays in front of me. And then from here, it's going to go all the way down. As that foot goes all the way down, this hand comes to the back of their head. And then straight up. And then steps to throw. Okay? So we're here, together. Left, or hidari hami. So, uchi, I want to look to my left. I want to move everything slightly to my left. Now from here, my right hand's going to kind of come down a little bit. Okay, good, protecting your center. Now your right foot steps, headed steps. We pivot, left hand in front of us. Now from here, we step back with that left foot, having the left hand touch the ground. And then our right hand would go to the back of their head. Our left hand comes up, yep. That makes like a C or a fork, yep. Right in front of our shoulders. And then from here, we can just step forward to throw. Yep, good. So here we are, right, or migi-hami, same thing. So we're going to look to our right, keeping our hands in front of us. Left hand goes down, protecting, again, our center. And we step with that left foot, pivot. Now from here, we draw that right hand down as you draw that right foot down. Left hand goes to the back of the head, right hand comes up, makes like a little fork. So our left hand should be down on the head, yep. Right hand is on there, yep, there we go, good, yep, good. And then we step forward with that right foot to throw. Good. So, now as I'm facing the camera, I'm here, left or hidari hami. I look to my left, right hand's going to go down a little bit, stretching them out a little. I step with that right foot, pivot. The left hand goes all the way down to the ground. Right hand would kind of come up and go to the back of their head. Left hand would be on top. Okay? So my right foot's forward, right hand's down, left foot is back, left hand is up. And then I step forward to my left to throw. Okay. Right or migi-hami, they're holding on. I look to my right, left hand kind of comes down to protect. My left foot steps, pivot, right hand, right foot are going to go back. As they go back, that right hand touches the ground. Yeah, there you go. You think of your left hand going to the back of their head. Right hand makes like a little wheel and goes to the top. Yes. And then step forward to throw. When you finish the throw, you should have your right hand on top, right foot forward. Good. All right. 4 more. Left or hidari hami. We look to our left. Right hand goes down. Step with that right foot. Pivot. Draw that left foot back as you touch the ground. Right hand would go to the back of their head. Left hand would hold that hand again. And then left foot steps forward to throw. Right or migi-hami. I'm here. I look to my right. Left hand kind of comes down a little bit. I step forward with that left foot. Pivot. Draw that right hand, right foot down. Cut. Left hand on the back of the head, right hand is up. So I should have my left hand, left foot down. There you go, yep. And then I step with my right foot to throw. Good. Okay, last 2. So here we are. Left or hidari hami. I look to my left. As I look to my left, I bring my right hand down. I step with that right foot. I pivot. Left foot comes back as my left hand goes down to the ground. My right hand would come up, go to the back of their head to help hold them down. As my left hand is up, keeping my hand right in front of my shoulder. And then step forward to throw. Okay, last one. Right or migi-hami, I'm here. I look to my right, push my left hand down, step with my left foot, pivot. Draw that right foot back. As that right foot comes back, right hand comes down. Left hand would go to the back of their head. Right hand goes straight up and straight out. Good. And then step forward with that right foot to throw. Okay. Wonderful. Okay. So, we have just a little less than a minute. So let's go ahead and finish kokyu dosa since that is a ryotetori thing. So as we're here, to do kokyu dosa, they're holding you here. Now from here, use your pinkies, those are your thumbs and your pinkies. So as you're here, think of coming out and then up, okay? Notice how I try to keep my elbows down, point my pinkies out. Now from here, I'm going to look to my left and then come down. Sure. Okay, so let's try it again. So I'm here. offering for kokyu dosa. So as I offer for kokyu dosa, one of the neutral ways to offer is it's basically making like a plane. Thumbs are straight up, good. Now from here, think of having your thumbs go a little bit out. Pinkies are going to go up as they come up here. And then good. I keep my shoulders down, keep my elbows down. Now from here, I look to my right. I move everything to my right and down. Okay, so 2 more. So we're all facing kind of the same way, so hopefully we all get the same, more or less, body position. So I'm here, hands are out, offering for kokyu dosa. My thumbs snake out, my pinkies follow behind, kind of going on rails. Now from here, I'm going to look to my left. As I look to my left, I open up everything to my left, and down. As I go down, I have basically the backs of my hands coming down with it, trying to stay on live toes. And then last one, here we are. Grabbing, thumbs go out, pinkies on the rails. I look to my right, everything opens up to my right, and down. As you come down, try to open up your hips as wide as you can. That way you can get as low of a base as possible. Okay, and that is us. Thank you all very much for those of you here in person as well as those of you on Zoom. Tomorrow's class, Wednesday, we will continue on again with ryotetori attack. Now we're going to add a little spice in there in terms of some other techniques that we can also do from there. See you then.